We are already in week 6, and this is about the time where I like to talk to people a little bit about nutrition. Now, I have my opinions on nutrition, and I can tell you that when I was able to finally perfect my nutrition plan for long course racing, it made all the difference in my performance, not only in my walking around weight and how I felt and looked and interacted and with my energy, but absolutely with how my race performance was. And I'll just say this: the blood has 3 jobs, and it's always going to do it in this order. The very first thing that the blood is going to do is try to monitor your core temperature, which is why you sweat, because it sends blood to the extremities. The sweat cools off the blood, and then the blood goes back in and tries to cool the core. If it can do that, it's going to bring oxygen and fuel to the working muscles. And then if it can do those 2 things, and really only if it can do those 2 things, will it then go to your stomach and start to digest food. So if you think about it, if you're trying to race harder, meaning that the blood is going to have to work harder to bring oxygen and fuel to the muscles that are working harder, or if you're racing in somewhere that is warm, or some combination of that, you're going to be putting a lot of stress on those first 2 things, those first 2 responsibilities that the blood has. And if you don't have a really good nutrition plan, you're going to have very limited, if any, blood to go to your stomach and really absorb food. So I am not in this video. We have other resources to help you with your nutrition, going to talk to you about what you should do for your nutrition. But I'm telling you, now's the time to decide what that plan is going to be and do your own research. Again, we have resources for you. We definitely have our opinions. I've seen different approaches work too, so find one that works for you. But now is the time. If you want to lose some weight, if you want to do that type of stuff, get your body used to your nutrition plan, now is the time. So often, people try to exercise their extra weight off. You cannot outrun a bad fork, right? So that's what I tell my athletes. You got to do it with nutrition as well too. So that's my main tip for week 6, because nothing else has really changed that much. The force reps are something we started last week, and that is something that is encouraging and teaching the body how to recruit large muscle groups very quickly. But other than that, everything else here is pretty much the same. And I will see you all next week. But your homework for this week is to think about your nutrition if you haven't already.